December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked.
I've never forgotten that day. We had just come home from our church meeting, and my father turned the radio on. I was 15 years old, and we learned that Pearl Harbor had been bombed and we were at war with Japan. My name is Leo Dean Hymas. I was born in Sharon, Idaho in February 2nd, 1926. It was only 8 months before Germany then declared war on the United States, and so we were fighting war on two fronts. I received a draft notice in May, and it came in the form of a telegram. So I went directly from high school into the Army. No new cars, no tires, 35 miles an hour speed limit on every street, every highway, every freeway. I got a 2-day pass to go to the big city of New York, and it all scared me. I'd never seen so many people, such big tall buildings and all that traffic. Of course, we couldn't tell people where we were. When I explained to her, I couldn't tell her because it was a military secret. She said, "Oh, I know, you're out at Camp Kilmer. You're going overseas right away, quick." And she was right. We were in submarine territory, and I started to cry. I loved that good man. He became my best friend, and we decided we were going to be the best machine gun operators in that unit. We could hit that target every time they're shooting at us. I can't ever remember being so scared in all my life. And they were dropping shells, and I can remember hearing the men scream when they get hit. I lost my best friend that very first night. We can see in our binoculars through these trees down there some kind of a wire encampment of some sort. Maybe it's a prisoners of war camp. When you set off the explosives, the sharp metal shards cut the wires, so you have a way to get in. We had 2 of those, so we blew up the fence. We had a firefight. 4 of us against maybe 12, I suppose, and we captured or killed 12 or 14 of those SS men. This was Buchenwald concentration camp. I can't describe to you what I saw. Hundreds and hundreds of naked, rotting bodies stacked outside the crematorium waiting to be burned. We said to the prisoners, "Come out, you're free." They didn't understand. They didn't want to come out. They didn't dare. They didn't know what was going on. They were all huddled inside. All of a sudden, I hear footsteps coming. You could always hear the Germans with their hobnail boots, and I could hear them coming. I said, "Quiet, shh, quiet. Let's go capture that German soldier." My friend went around to the back, and when I heard his bird call, I knew he was ready. So we did what we'd practiced in maneuvers time and time again. What shall I do with these prisoners in the middle of the night? Well, I couldn't think of anything better, so I locked them in a chicken coop. and I guess they're still there, I hope. The war ended in Europe the very next day, and I got to come home. The lights are all on. I'll never forget that day. Nobody's shooting at me.
My name's Josephine Cripps. I teach here at Summit K-12, and I cannot tell you how immensely helpful the Holocaust Center has been.
Well, the neat part about what the Holocaust Center does is that they have wonderful data, letters, historical reports, trunks full of books with Anne Frank's stories and others that can be supplied to any teacher who would like to have all of that to use in their as enrichment to their studies.
I learned about the Holocaust and the murder of the Jews.
My son said his famous word from Leo is, "There's no honor in bloodshed."
This is a worthy cause. It needs funding. It comes only from gifts and donations.
And it really changed my son. Studying the Holocaust really helped him, and I'm glad.
Where do you think you'd be if Hitler had won the war? War is hell, and people who are in it and who return have come back from hell.